Welcome children, take out your English literature book Longman Impression Revised Edition Part 7 Chapter 9 The Umbrella Man. Before explaining this chapter, let me tell you something about the previous video. In my previous video, I have already explained how the narrator and her mother met a strange old man in the street while they were returning home. And the strange old man offered the narrator's mother an umbrella just in return for a taxi fare. Now let's start the story. I worked, he answered. Every day I go for a lovely long walk and then I summon a taxi to get me home. I do it every day of the year. Now that little old man, he told the narrator's mother that every day he gone for a lovely long walk, and then for returning he hired a taxi, and it is his daily routine. Why don't you walk home now? My mother asked. Now the narrator's mother asked that why doesn't he walk home then? Oh, I wish I could, he said. I do wish that but I don't think I could manage it out on these silly old legs of mine. I have gone too far already. Oh, I wish. Now the native mother said that, oh, I wish. Oh, I wish, he said. I do wish, but I couldn't. But I don't think I could manage it on this with my old silly legs. You have gone already too far. Now, what the old man said? Old man said that he wished, but he couldn't do because of his old age. He cannot walk. He had no strength in his legs, so he cannot walk, and he had already gone too far. My mother stood there chewing the lullaby. Now the narrator's mother stood there. She was thinking of it. She was beginning to melt a bit. Now the narrator's mother, she was she started believing. I could see that, and the idea of getting an umbrella to shelter under must have tempted her a good. And the narrator could think that idea of getting an umbrella to get a shelter. She thought that it was a good deal. It's a lovely umbrella, little man said. Now little man, what he said, that it's a lovely umbrella. So I have noticed, my mother said. Now the narrator's mother said that she had noticed. It's silk, he said. Now the man said that it's silk. I can see that. Now narrator's mother said that she can see it. Then why don't you take it, madam? He said, it cost me over 20 pounds, I promise you. Now that little man said that, then why doesn't he take it? Because he had purchased it for 20 pounds. I promise you. But now it is of no importance so long as I can get home and rest this old legs of mine. Saying that, I promise, means the old man promised that, the old man promised the narrator's mother, saying that because now then the old man had no importance of that, and just he want to reach home quickly and have some rest. I saw my mother's hand feeling for the claps of her purse. Now what happened? The narrator was looking at her mother. She saw that her mother was just clasping the purse. She saw me watching her. Now narrator's mother saw that the narrator was watching her. I was giving her one of my own frosty nose look this time. Now the narrator started giving to the narrator's mother one frosty nose look during that time, and she knew exactly what I was telling her, and narrator's mother understood what narrator was telling her. Now listen, mummy, I was telling her, you simply mustn't take advantage of a old tired man this way. Now narrator was telling her mother. Actually, narrator was telling her mother that she should not take any advantage of such an old tired man. It's a rotten thing to do. It's a very bad thing to do. My mother paused. That means the narrator's mother stopped. I looked back at me, and the narrator's mother, what she did? She looked back at her. Then she said to the little man. Then the Natter's mother looked to the little man. I don't think it's quite right. It's quite right that I should take an umbrella. Now the Natter's mother said that she doesn't think that it is good to take an umbrella from your birth, saying that it's not good to take an umbrella from his birth. 20 pound means it is good to take an umbrella which worth 20 pounds. I think it better just give you the taxi fare and be done with it. Now the Natter's mother said that I think that she would just give him the taxi fare and then it would be okay. No, 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 he cried. It's out of my question. I wouldn't dream of it. Now that man said that no. He just cried. He said that it is out of the question. He would never dream of it. Not in a million years. Saying that he would never do such thing even in a million years. I would never accept money from you like that. Now that old man said that he would never accept money from that Natter's mother in this way. Take the umbrella, dear lady, and keep the rein off your shoulder. Now, the old man said that, dear lady, you better take the umbrella and keep the rein off from her shoulders. My mother gave me a triumphant side look. Now, the Natter's mother gave a joyous look to the narrator. There you are, she was telling me. You are wrong, he wants me to have it. Now, then the narrator's mother said that there she was, and she was telling the narrator that you were wrong. The old man wants to have it. She fished into her purse and took out a pound note. Now what happened? The narrator's mother, she looked at her purse and took a pound from her purse. She held it out to the little man and he took it and handed her the umbrella. Now what happened? The narrator's mother gave the little man that pound and the man handed the umbrella to the narrator's mother. He pocketed the pound, raised his hat, gave a quick bow from her waist and said, "Thank you, madam, thank you." Then he was gone. Now, after getting the money, what the man did? He kept it in his pocket, raised his hat, then gave a bow and thanked the narrator's mother. Come under here and keep dry, darling, my mother said. Now, after that, narrator's mother told narrator to keep under the umbrella, to come under the umbrella. Aren't we lucky? I have never had a silk umbrella before. I couldn't afford it. Now, Natter's mother told that she feels that she is very happy, very lucky, and she never had a silk umbrella before because she can't afford to buy an umbrella. Why were you so horrid to him in the beginning? I asked. Now he said that why she was so horrid in the beginning. I wanted to satisfy myself that he wasn't a trickster. She said. She said that she wanted to satisfy herself that he wasn't a trickster. And did he was gentleman? I am pleased. I was able to help. And what he did? He was a gentleman and he was very pleased and he was able to help him. Yes, mummy, I said. Now what he said that? Yes, mummy. A real gentleman, she went on, wealthy too, otherwise he wouldn't have had a silk umbrella. Now, Natter's mother started saying that yes, he's a real gentleman, and she went on, wealthy, even very wealthy, otherwise a person cannot have a silk umbrella. I should be surprised if he isn't a titled person, so Harry Goldsmith or something like that. Now, narrator, she was surprised if he hasn't a title, Sir Harry Goldsmith or something like that. Yes, mummy. There will be a very good lesson for you, she went on, never rushed. Now saying that, now what happened? She said that it will be a very good lesson, and now she went on. Never rush things. Always take. Now, Natter's mother is saying that it will be a very good lesson. So she went on saying that never rush on the thing. Always take your time when you are summing someone up. then when you will never make mistake. Now what happened? Narrator's mother is saying that never do anything quickly. First take time and then think. After that, when you are there, then only you will never make mistake. There he goes, I said, look. Now narrator told her mother that there he is going. Look, where? Over there. He is crossing the street. Goodness, mummy, he is hurry. What a hurry he is in now. Over there. Now narrator mother, when she looked, what she found? She found that the old man was crossing the road, and now in surprise voice she told that, look, what a hurry she is in. We watched the little man as he dodged nimbly. Now what happened? Both of them watched the man as he was going out of the traffic. When we reached the other side of the street, he returned left, walking very fast. Then when both of them reached the other side of the street, what happened? They returned left, walking very fast. He doesn't look very tired to me, does he? Does he too, mummy? Now narrator said that she can't see that the man was looking very tired. Now she asked her mother the same question. Mother didn't answer. Now the narrator's mother, she didn't give any types of answer. He doesn't look as though he is trying to get a taxi either, I said. Now the narrator told that, and he's not looking that he's hurrying to trying to get a taxi either. My mother was standing very still and stiff. Now the narrator's mother stood very still and stiff, staring across the street at the little man. And what happened? The narrator's mother was looking at the street and at the little man. We could see him clearly, and narrator and her mother, they could see that man clearly. He was in a terrific hurry, and he was in very hurry. He was blasting along the pavement, sidestepping the other pedestrian and swinging his arm like a soldier on the march. Now he was walking along the pavement, sidestepping and other pedestrians, swinging his arm. He was looking as if he is a soldier who is on march. He is up with something, my mother said, stony faced. Now my narrator's mother said that, and I think he is up with something in that stony face. But what? Now she is asking herself that what is it? I don't know, my mother snapped. Now what happened? Narrator's mother said that she doesn't know anything. But I am going to find out. Come with me. Now narrator's mother said that she was going to find it out the truth, and she told the narrator to come with her. She took my arm and we crossed the street together. Then we turned left. Now what happened? Narrator's mother hold the narrator's hand, and then together they crossed the. Then afterward they turned towards left. Can you see him? My mother asked. Now narrator's mother asked the narrator if she could see him. Yes. There he is. He is turning right down the next street. Now narrator told that yes, he is turning right down the next street. We came to the corner and turned right. Now narrator and her mother started following the little old man. Now they came to the corner and then turned right. The little old man was about 20 yards ahead of us. Now little old man, he was 20 years away ahead from the narrator and her mother. He was scuttling along like a rabbit, and we had to walk very fast to keep up with him. Now that man, he was walking just like a rabbit, and they had to walk very fast to keep pace with him. The rain was pelting down harder than ever before. Now rain was dripping harder from then. And I could see it dripping from the brim of his hat. And what he could see, and the narrator could see that rain was dripping from the brim of his hat on his shoulder. Were we snug and dry under the lovely big silk umbrella? Now, then what happened? They were dry because they were under the lovely big silk umbrella. What is he up to? My mother asked. Now the narrator asked mother that what does he want? What is he turns round and sees I asked. Now the narrator asked that why is turning round and looking at. I don't care if he does, my mother said. Now, Narrator's mother said that she doesn't care if he does that also. He lied to us. He said he was too tired to walk any further. And now, Narrator's mother told that, yes, that man, he has told lie to us. He said that he was too tired and he can't walk any further. And he practically running off our feet. But practically what he is doing, he is running off with his feet. He is a bare-faced liar. He is a crook, saying that he is a great liar. He is a crook. You mean he not a titled gentleman? I asked. Now the narrator asked that, do you mean that he is not at all a titled gentleman? Be quiet, she said. Now narrator mother said to remain quiet. Now take out your diary, write chapter 9, The Umbrella Man, part 2, page 65, 66 and 67. Explain, homework, revise it. And with this, I am ending my today's class.